Hey guys, it's your girl Lauren Blueberry. I'm back with another reaction video. By the title, I'm reacting to Summyah refused to acknowledge reality and right to this.
And your wide-eyedness, that thinking on just seeing the streaming, is how to get you into escort culture. Because you're saying, I'm just going there to stream and I'm on a jet. No, why do you're not that cool, shorty. I'm telling you, you're again going there with your friends.
No. Nobody's out. That's what I'm saying. That's where you're wrong at. You're wrong. Again, you're wrong. It seems like in your mind and your world, you have to do these things because they're not generally going to put you for you.
The difference between you and this conversation, I'm down to be over honest. Yo, I went to jet for $8 grand. I would have straight up. I'm not here to lie about nothing. Why did you?
Of course.
Man, I know everybody going to say when Swaley go to Bahamas and bring 30 girls.
Of course.
Why did they bring you?
I don't know. Academics doesn't seem wrong to me. The current beef between DJ Academics and Summyah, the streamer / content creator, has opened up so many interesting conversations. Not necessarily because I care what this one young lady and her friends did, but the overall conversation that I've been preaching on this channel about young women and the streaming community and culture. Part of me wants to believe that these young men want these women to be around because they are fun, interesting, and entertaining. And another part of me believes that this is a big ring of traffic. And as I look back to all the women content creators from about a year ago, I think to myself, where are they? What happened? And why does this cycle keep happening of young women getting attached to these content creators, used up and thrown away like a tube of toothpaste, continuously happen time and time again? If you're new to this channel, please make sure you hit that like button.
I'm not gonna lie. When it comes to like, I don't want to say streaming world, but like the content creators, they do be using these girls. And what I mean by using these girls, I be like, these girls be getting passed around. Like, I'll watch one girl and she's with a guy and like they do videos and couple stuff. Next minute she's with another guy. And next thing she's with another guy. There's a difference between, creating content with people. There's nothing wrong with creating content with people. But I just feel like as a, not even just a female, as a content creator, if stuff is going to be just content, make it just content. Why does it have to be, oh, we're flirting, or what's the main one that they always do? Something about a shower or flirting or my crush. Next thing you know, they do that with the next person. Then they do that with the next person. Then they do it with the next person. It's like, goddamn. And then you can't get mad when people call you out your name because that's what it looks like on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's sad you're not supposed to be judging people because, like I said, all of this is just for content. But it's like, I feel like certain content, it just makes you look away.
Subscribe button. It goes
like, it just had people look at you like, what did you just with somebody else? I'm confused.
I appreciate it. Now, back to the video. This all started with a video from Summyah and her friends talking about the male prospects in their lives. You know, their standards, the gift giving, etc., etc.
How much a man gotta make for you to consider this? How much a month? Over 6 years. I was just about to say,
See, and this is where social media just be, it be.
Yeah, she's high maintenance, y'all. So I'll do over 6 figures a month.
My thing is, your high maintenance don't got nothing to do with the next person. Like, I understand, like, everybody has their preference. If you want to date a guy with money, then go do that. But don't try to, like...
No, I'm retired a lot of the conversations surrounding relationships.
Like, it's a way that some females, they be trying to put down the next man because he don't have a certain amount of money to take care of them. But some of them don't have the money to take care of themselves. So who is you judging?
Ultimately, the conversation was who? There was irreparable damage done to the community as a whole, and for what it's worth, I got engaged, and I didn't have to deal with this nonsense anymore. Academics took on this challenge after seeing Summyah and her friends, who are friends and associates with some rappers that he's close with, and responded to these standards and whatnot that these young women have.
How much a man gotta make for you to consider this? How much a month? Over 6 figures. I was just about to say,
Yeah, keep in mind, these girls are like under 25. They have a little bit of following on social media. Guys are flying them out left and right. These girls, when they're popping this type of shit, the guys who got the money fly them out. Maybe they think, that is cool. I ain't gonna handle that. Whatever.
That's the thing about certain females. They think because, okay, a guy flies me out, he buys me all this stuff, that's cool. But what do you really have to show but just bags and, like, you don't go back to the hood, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, some females are smart. Some females gonna get an actual bag out of it. And some females gonna get an actual bag out of it. Like, it's a difference.
About money, you fuck them for a week and you send it back. And they sit there, post a bunch of pictures of places you've been, shit you live in.
That's so true. Like, certain females, they do stuff for the internet. They want the bags, they want the vacations, but when they go back home, their lifestyle is not what they live on Instagram. But some of them are really living like that. Don't get me wrong. There's some females that's really living like that, and there's some females just like, you just evaluate yourself. But there's some, like I said, there's some females that's really like dating these rappers and these people and really into the bag.
Like, I don't know how they make it look so lit. They make it look so lit. Like, yeah, you gotta make this amount of money. Chat. These are the women you do not take serious. Like, come on. Like, a woman that gives the criteria of how much you need to make, you don't take serious.
Now, don't shoot the messenger, maybe the originator of the message, but I actually kind of agree with academics the same. I was born in 96. I know, status, which means I graduated from high school at 2014. I've been around the block here for a minute. And in every iteration of young man, there is IG model after IG model, baddie after baddie, content creator after content creator that comes and goes. They appear in all these videos with all these other male content creators, rappers, celebrities, etc., etc. Never create a real fan base and just end up disappearing. Now, I'm not saying that is exactly Summyah and her friends, but more than likely it is Summyah and her friends. And as I go back and look at the 2014 baddies, I don't want to date myself by saying any name, they're doing extra regular stuff now. From riding around in Maybachs and Rolls Royces at the ripe old age of 18 and a half, now pushing a 2007 Camry. And again, there's nothing wrong with a 2007 Camry. I think that's the first year where they got the surround airbag.
It's just that
they had Bluetooth in the car. Pretty good.
This is where you gotta humble yourself. They be the same ones who, he gotta make this amount of money, he gotta do this, that, and third. And then when your time comes where you're not even doing that yourself, it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like really just humble yourself. Just humble that ass.
Ultimately,
sit down and humble yourself.
It's true, no matter.
That shit don't make no sense. You can't put somebody down and you never know what your situation will be.
Names, call them fat, all these other things like that. And ultimately, it led to a live stream that revealed a lot of both of their mentalities behind the whole situation.
When women put out an idea that they have these unrealistic expectations of men is because they're into escorting culture. You and your homegirls are into escorting culture. Did you escort?
I don't think that.
What should be read? I'm here to hopefully have a conversation that we can make a conclusion.
No. Why is that even coming out your mouth? It's 20 different girls on that trip. Like, he celebrated his album thing. When I did the stream with him, I did a stream with him. He invited me to the church. He was like, hey, you can bring whoever you want. He was on some cool shit. It was nothing like that. So for you to get up here, that's what I'm saying.
That's what like, escorting experience is. Bring your friends. For this free.
What?
I'm hoping we'll turn something romantic or intimate. And that's how escort works.
You gotta understand too, like, men and female can be friends. Bring your friends. Like, he probably was just on some, I'm cool with you. You wanna bring your homegirls? Bring your homegirls. It don't always gotta be sexual stuff going on.
No,
like, they could just really be homies.
Nick, what are you talking about? What?
Man, are you or have you been romantically involved with your yes or
no?
Okay. Did he have any?
Okay, but listen, this is not on interrogation 1. 2, I just told you what it was. So for you to keep, we did a stream previously, he invited. So that's it, that's all. But you're still trying to paint this narrative. That's what I'm saying. You're so fixated on this one narrative. Like, what is that doing for you?
I think it's time we actually define what an escort is in this context. An escort is generally a sex worker who provides companionship, and often it leads to sexual favors. And this stuff can be funneled through agencies and different things like that. Maybe a person behind a camera who, sends young women over to these streamers or whatnot. But ultimately, you're providing companionship. And I think that's where the line kind of gets blurred, because some of these people are interpreting this as, hey, I'm friends with so-and-so, and they are just flying me out, spending money on me. But some of this other stuff is clear as day sex work. And I'm not here to shame sex work, but this is just an interesting conversation as a whole.
The culture of women claiming these are the guys they're into, flexing and showing off these type of experiences, and then trying to act like it's not what we all know what it is, right?
I take pictures everywhere, gang. I take pictures everywhere. I see her at one, like, oh, she's on PJ, she's excited, she's taking pictures. Look, listen. I'll take pictures at a fucking gas station if I look cute and the outfit's cute. If I want to take pictures and I want to post on my page, I can do that. I can literally do that. I have free will. Why does it automatically think in your mind, like, okay, she's fucking, which is prostitution? Like, why is that even a thing in your mind? Like, that's, you're trying to paint.
Hold on, that lifestyle is escort. That's what you know. Like, you don't have to admit it. You don't have to.
I guess, but walking on a PJ, she's escort. That's what you're saying.
If you're going from rapper to rapper, and going. Listen, I'm
telling you. Are you talking to me directly or are you saying in general? Me directly what they're saying now.
Both.
Huh?
Both. I think we've heard about you now with, at least for what people know, 2 rappers. But you know what I mean? Like, you're kind of on the block, girl.
From who knows? Like, what do you
Alright, he dragging it. Then 2 rappers means on the block. But this is why sometimes, oh my god, it's sad because social media, they see you dating one person and then go to another person, you automatically a hoe. It's like, damn, a girl can't be in multiple relationships. It's like, damn, it's only one relationship and you gotta be single for the rest of your damn life.
Who cares?
That would blow me. As a female, I understand that part because that shit it don't make no sense. You mad at me because I'm in another relationship? And then shit, if it's a rapper, damn, what the hell?
I want you to stop. We're just commenting on it. I feel like you got.
Okay, but whoever said that I was hopping rapper to rapper? Y'all only know me for being one person.
One rapper to the other.
Now I get it. The words are offensive, but academics is just trying to break down something that we all see on a day-to-day basis. These people being connected to wealthy individuals for one reason and one reason only: to provide companionship. Whether that be sexual or not is up to you. 9 times out of 10 is sexual. But when people see Summyah on these different planes and these different places and spaces with Trippie Redd, it just screams to them, hey, she's doing this for a bag, for clout, whatever the case may be. Now, there are some people like Bendadon who would deflect and say that that's not true, this isn't, valid, or whatever the case may be. We just do these things.
I'm taking some out of it. I'm taking like all niggas out of it. I'm taking a real personality out of it. When y'all, even bitches will really use niggas to get an experience and be like, I'm not doing shit. And what the nigga supposed to do? Be like, either the nigga keep it P and be like, alright, well, you cool, I'm just not gonna invite you out no more, I'm not gonna invite you no more. Or the nigga gets into it with the bitch and they be like, find your own way home, bitch, you can't, like how I think Lil TJ and Ruby got into it back in the day, like that type of shit, you gonna buy my flight home, man, hell no, bitch, find your way. Like, it be that type of shit going on. Every time bitches be around, y'all might feel like bitches gonna fuck with that shit don't be going on every time.
I was gonna say, some females not.
Say like any football celebrity y'all know flies out 20 bitches. All them hoes not finna fuck.
But what Ben fails to realize, and academics had to make him understand, is that whether or not y'all have sexual intercourse or not, you paying for somebody's companionship is escort. That is by definition.
Alright, so
and there's nothing.
That's the thing. Like, what if we're really homies? Like, the homies just so happen to have money and want to go out on vacation with some females and his homie. Like, that's the thing. Like, I don't think that's like, I feel like it has to be like, alright, I hope y'all know what we doing when we, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes people really be going on vacations and just having the time of their life. It don't always gotta be sexual.
Nothing wrong with it. We all understand what's going on. But why I'm interested in this conversation is because during her rant with academics, Summyah mentioned the fact that she's a real deal content creator. She went to Streamer U. She has a career.
We know you for literally fucking a rapper. That's why we know you. So we're gonna post.
Shit, I ain't gonna lie. I think I know it for. Might have been some of you.
You don't be fucking Catholic. You
That's
fine.
fine.
That's fine. You can
University.
That's fine.
And we're gonna post university. You get a turn.
Listen, I'm a streamer. Don't try to fucking downplay me, bitch. I do my cooking, I do my own shit. Don't ever try to do that bitch off the stream, you know that. Okay, well, fuck, don't downplay shit I got going on. Bitch, all you do is sit your fast up on this internet, eating your potato chips, and talk shit about the next bitch.
Wait, is that what that's
You making your money though. But you also paying to fuck bitches. Nobody want to genuinely fuck with you. Nobody around you genuinely want to be around you. Listen, I've heard niggas talk about you, bro, and don't fuck with you.
Okay, by your definition, should pay to fuck you.
Now, I'm not here to validate or invalidate if she is a streamer or not a streamer, a content creator or not a content creator. She has a good following on Instagram. She does stream occasionally and pulls good numbers. We're not going to take that away from her at all. You're an audience that knows how to read numbers. You do the math and come up with your own conclusions. What does interest me, though, is what she uses as a validation tactic, the fact that she's been a streamer. Now, we know about the women that were in all these streams during the past year that jumped into the content creation game or got propelled to another level in the content creation game based off of being attached and associated with a bunch of different men. Streamer U boosted a lot of people's...
That is true, too. That's why I say, like certain females, you really know them from, like, collabing with other males.
Careers. You remember Lola, the news reporter from Streamer U? She's doing insane things. She's been at the Grammys, she's been at Mafiathon, and recently she signed a deal with the NBA to do some stuff with 2K, if I'm not mistaken.
Are we coming to work with you? Of course, guys.
guys, of course. I'm still gonna be
I
streaming.
know, and people try to downplay Kai's streamer university.
Guys, like, I'm
And
still gonna be
she's
streaming.
what?
We're still gonna be doing lit behind streams. Now they're gonna be even litter, okay? Because I'll be like with some cool lit people. And I'm also obviously going to be the news reporter for the NBA 2K League. So we're gonna be doing
That's
a lot of great
amazing.
fun things for them. They're gonna give me a whole rundown. I'm not exactly sure when my first day of work is yet.
Shout out to her desk. I actually love her desk. Like, genuinely speaking, somebody get this clip to her so I can find out where she got her desk from, because I do when I have my own desk. People like Yana have blown up over the past year through creative.
Number one, I love me some Yana. I ain't gonna lie, when it comes to Yana, she could also like collab with the males, but it's like not in no flirting. It's really like genuine funny stuff. Now with her and Marlon, that's something different. That's way different. That's not no, you know what I'm saying? That's a little something else. But anytime she collabs with males, females, it's just always entertaining. Yana is a definition of entertainment.
Genuine funniness, all those different things. And she just needed a platform, because even before coming to streamer, Kai Cenat predicted how big and how successful she would be.
I think Yana's gonna be one of the biggest female
She is.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
She's entertaining.
Gaming with a fucking camera in the big 2025. That's a different level of commitment. That's a fucking winner.
But, and I don't want to say too many names here because...
But what? Because Yana is the one.
There are a lot of streamers who were on Are You My Ball last year, on Blackboy Max's Love Stream, and Streamer University that were ultimately male-centered, male-coded, male everything, and it did not pan out. And now we see them running to the internet blaming anybody,
that is true
anything,
too.
and
There is a lot of females that's like male-centered, and it's just like... Some females I be want to watch is like, I want to watch you by yourself. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to just see you with a bunch of males. There's nothing wrong with collabing too, but
everyone has to
collab with some females too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
streaming and content creation careers aren't working, other than the fact that they got roped into doing male-centered content.
I have seen jokes. I have seen them start little and getting big to the point where people are doing it so much. The men are doing it so much. They do not know kids are watching y'all. They are making it okay. They are making gay okay, and it's not okay. They are teaching the little boys that it's okay and that we're just playing. Men don't play. When you ain't gay, you ain't gay. You don't play. You
That's
don't play.
true.
And it go way past playing. It starts with a joke, and then the joke gets bigger.
I ain't gonna lie. It's like, but there's nothing wrong with being gay. I don't know what you're talking about. There's absolutely nothing wrong with being gay. If you 5 years old, you think you gay, 10 years old, 15, 25, you gay. You know what I'm saying? You feel like that, that's how you feel. But it be to the point where they be like, oh, I'm straight. But be touching on their homeboy's butt and touching their penis and talking about, oh, he got a big. And I'm just like, okay, you can't say you straight and all everything that's coming out your mouth is just gay. Everything is just, it's like you play for the other side. Like,
don't turn into hand movements, facial expressions, body
yes.
language. Then it turns to you actually looking like a girl, acting like a girl, talking like a girl. Then it turns into you talking about what you want to do with men. It's not a joke.
I be seeing certain content creators, they be like, you know, I'll do to you to like another man, be like, oh, I'm straight. A straight man is not going to say sexual things about a man or to a man. A straight man is going to respect what you are, but like still let you know, like, I'm straight. I don't play none of them games. How you straight and talking about you want to suck something? Like, what?
Yeah, saying all that homophobic rhetoric as if you weren't at Streamer University trying to be just like them or with them, attached to them, associated with them is the most insane thing in the world to me. And there's a mountain of others, but India Love is probably another prime example that I would feel comfortable highlighting in this situation. Granted, she's had individual streamer success, but we know how her views ebb and flow based off of being associated with men. Only really ever brought around for the campaign gamesmanship or to get the different pieces of content off that they need, but never really able to build your own audience, your own content. Why is that not considered escorting? I don't know. No, eventually
I never understood. Like, that's the thing, too. Like, not even just females, men. If you want to be a content creator, learn how to make content by yourself. So that way, when it, like, let's say you collab with everybody, and it's time for you to collab by yourself, you don't have an audience because they don't want to see you by yourself. They just want to see you with everybody else. I honestly feel like you should start by doing it yourself, or take some time. Like, don't collab with this person this day, the next day you collab. Like, every first single day you have somebody collabing, and when it's your day by yourself, you're like, where the views at? Because you don't have an audience, because this is everybody else's audience and they don't really care for you by yourself. That's why you just gotta do stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how the internet is for real.
Hit with a cease and desist.
Sometimes they just gotta see you by yourself.
Because these claims are inflammatory nonetheless.
She sent me this whole legal document. No lawyer listed. It says pro se. That's how I know she went to ChatGPT. It was ironic because I felt like that was even hell proving the point. She said, "You're fucking up my money by exposing this culture that you know my behavior could be associated with." What does that tell you? Right? But okay, you know, usually when people send a cease and desist, they're hoping you're not gonna keep dragging it. That's basically admitting the white flag that, hey, listen, people are starting to maybe reflect some thoughts based on our conversation about me, and this could be something that's not good for me. Could you not keep dragging it? Bro, I don't have no one wakes up and says, what is Summyah doing today? So yeah, there's no malintent. There's no, you know, I don't want to drag it or nothing like that. So I said, let's get on the phone. No. So I said, give me your number. So I said, I want to get on the phone instantly. And this should tell you all you want to know. Remember, she sent me this ChatGPT cease and desist. I'm like, oh my god, I can tell she's so triggered. She blah blah. She's trying to type all legal now. She's like, calling me a foul is one thing, but accusing me of doing that and saying I'm getting flued out to get pipe. Okay, I'll reach out a little bit. I'm like, yo, all right, we be adults.
I mean, you gotta remember too, she's 19 years old. Like, she's 19 years old. She's still,
right? And really, so
she's still a teen.
She misconstrues me asking for her number as me asking, like, for what number in monetary sum would I settle before we get to litigation.
You lying.
It's always about the moolah. So it's about money with these people. So I'll give her.
She asked how much money you're willing to settle.
Some credit though. She didn't like just give me a number. She was just like, hey, you know, where I'm ready to go ahead, blah blah blah. But also like, you know, I'm trying to secure my reputation. I don't necessarily want exactly money, but yeah, you hurt me. You hurt my reputation.
Oh, Summyah. I don't think that your reputation is hurt because I think that 9 times out of 10, majority of these content creators know exactly what it is. And I can break it down for you guys if you need a little bit of insight and backstory because, hey, I've been on that side. These guys go to these different casting agents, these different production companies, you know, and they ask them to find them a women for their video. Whether it be the 20 whether it be the pool.
That's why some of these females be looking so familiar. I be like, hold up. You was with this person. There's a whole agency going on.
Parties, whether it be the different videos, the cooking challenges that are surrounded by women, you're getting them from these casting agents. Contracts are signed up, NDAs, etc., etc. Money is exchanged for your time being there, and then ultimately, whatever happens afterwards, happens afterwards. Sometimes you guys hang out for extended periods of time. Sometimes you do get cracked. I've seen it. I've been there. Hell, I started a lot of it on this side of the internet. Hey, ain't that crazy? Am I the original? Never mind. But it's not hurting your reputation or any of these other young women's reputation because everybody knows what's going on. I hate to be so crass and so rude, but the main thing that I want to focus on from this is that all of these women that hop into this sphere trying to get into content creation, thinking that that is a viable path, I've been there, I've done that, I've spun the block, and I've only seen maybe a handful of content creators actually go this route, start this way, and then come up. Remember Lolo Fitzmo, originally from the AMQ Love and Basketball video, that went on to be with Destroying in a couples video and then started her whole career? I hired her for the first AMQ Love and Basketball video. Not saying that was any sort of escorting, but that...
I knew this thing was familiar. He be on AMP.
Somebody who had a, career after the fact. But ultimately that evolves to where we are today, where these young ladies think that this is the way to go and build their careers. But I'm here to tell you, only a handful of escorts in order to establish some full career here. Now, academics may have been able to use some better words to describe it, I guess. I don't know. But I think as a community, a lot of people see exactly what he's talking about.
This academics and Summyah thing, that's just like the icing on the cake, and that's the norm. That's been a norm for the past couple of years for our day and age. But the problem that I have is that women like that don't like to call a spade a spade. Academics been in this game for 10 plus years. He watched the game evolve, shape, and evolve again. And he said that's an escort lifestyle, which it is. And I could bet everything that I own, which ain't gonna be no private jet, bitch, but that you signed the NDA. And it's none of my business. I just feel like when you women get on these social medias and you want to show this glamorous lifestyle because you're dealing with somebody that has a high financial status, you think you want to pull a wool over people's eyes. Like a nigga like me, as soon as I see that private, you're not buying a private jet. No, you haven't. You're not doing it, and you're not getting on that private jet just because you're that girl. When you dealing with niggas that can afford private jets, they are buying you. They don't give a fuck about you and your streamer university. You know what you here for. Let's sign this. Let me introduce you to this lifestyle. Let me buy you what you want. Give you that good feeling for right now, so that you can open up, so that you know what I'm saying. You know how we end the night. But I think the biggest problem was when academics called it an escort lifestyle. People don't like to call a spade a spade. That is the escort lifestyle.
Academics and Summyah arguing the whole time, both of them is right. On academics and right. As a woman, out of all the male friends that you had, how many of them have actually tried to talk to you, flirt with you, or something else like that? Let's be real. Majority. So I can see what it can mean when he's sitting here saying that these motherfuckers are trying to fuck and shit, because niggas really do be doing that shit. However, Summyah's not wrong either. But let's say that was on niggas' intentions. That does not mean that she was over there getting cracked.
That's true.
That's
what I'm saying. It really depends on the person, because some people could really just go on vacation,
I don't mean
some people go on vacation to get a little something.
It's 100% possible that she went there not with no intentions of fucking nobody, and I don't know why that's just so hard to believe.
So where do we go from here?
Yeah,
I've talked about it countless times.
Some females don't really be on that.
How these types
some
of
females be with
relationships
it.
ultimately don't end up being the best for these women content creators. They don't build the platform first and then go to the men. They think building the platform while they're with the men, or get to the men and then build the platform is the way to go. But no, that's how you get into these escorting conversations.
Because that's the quickest way for you to get your views and stuff. But when it's time for you to be by yourself, all them views gonna drop.
You build a platform
because you don't have a fan base.
And along the way, while you're gaining your own audience, your own fan base, your own everything, then you can slowly but surely get attached to these people.
Mm-hmm. Start collabing.
We're seeing in real time how being closely associated with these men, being male-centered, hanging out with these guys, shooting your time and companionship for dollars does not lead to any benefits for you. I'm sorry to say it, but it's probably true. I don't know. I could be wrong, though. Let me know in the comments.
That's why, there's certain females, streamers, of course, Yana. I love me some Yana, because Yana, she's entertaining by herself. She literally went to McDonald's late at night and was just so entertaining. A lot of people can't just go to McDonald's late at night and just entertain. I think she had, 3,000 people. You know what I'm saying? Even though, with Marlon, it be skyrocketing because people like them together. You know what I'm saying? But when she's with other people, it's also entertaining. When she's by herself, it's entertaining. Now, there are some females that I do watch who is I can't watch you by yourself because you're not entertaining. I have to watch you with other people or with a male for that entertainment. You know what I'm saying? And it's guys, too. There's some guys who I be seeing as oh, you're entertaining with other people. But when you're by yourself, you're not entertaining at all. So I feel moral story is, when it comes to this, if you want to be a content creator, do it by yourself until you take off, until you have your own platform to where you could just collab with everybody else. You know what I'm saying? That's that. But if you got a reaction, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, and subscribe to the post notification bell on so you know when I put a new video. And I'll see you in my next video.